Yeah. So abstract reasoning is just you need to come across as many types of patterns as possible. As long as you are exposing your brain to as many types, when you come across in the exam, you will be able to identify it quickly because the brain will work so subconsciously that yes, I have come across the abstract, I've come across this pattern. If there is a pattern which you may not have come across is in the exam, obviously it will take time. So you may have to just guess, flag it, and come for the second sweep. Okay,
Okay.
good. So I'm going to show some questions. So don't get pressurized at all. Don't worry about the time for now because end of the day, as I said, the aim is to get you used to the shape and how to get the answer in the shortest possible time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. Go for this. You can think aloud so that I will know your thinking pattern and help you with that.
Yeah. Okay. So first I see the lines at the center. So if I count that one, two, three, four, five, six, one, two, three, four, one, two, five, six, eight, nine, 10. Seems to be even. And then one, two, three, one, two, three, four, five. Maybe odd number of lines in set B in the center on
Mhm.
that type of shape.
Bharadwaj,
Um,
your volume is not clear. Just be closer to
is
the
it
mic.
not?
Now,
One
now it's
second.
okay. Yeah, closer to the
Is
mic.
it
Yeah,
better now?
good, good.
Okay. And so there's even number of sides of the shape in the middle and odd the shape in the middle on the step B.
Mhm.
Um,
So, which set this one belongs to?
A.
Okay, so good. So that's a correct answer. So what's happening is the predominant shape is in the center. Just count the corners or the lines. Say for example, set A, as you said, it's a even lines or odd edges. Okay. Similarly,
Okay.
set B will be like even or odd lines but even edges. You can choose any of them. The answer will be perfect. Same. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And in the given figure, the number of lines were even. So it belongs to A. Okay.
Mm,
Go for this
okay.
one.
So I think in the middle shape has even, but in set A, the on the shapes on the outside, there's predominantly black shapes compared to white shapes.
Mhm.
So maybe I might say that this is neither.
Very good. So there is a secondary pattern. It's very important to identify secondary pattern in the first round, it first question itself. But we are a bit lucky, I will say. But I want to go with your flow rather than me telling quite in early itself. So the first pattern is the number of lines or number of corners which you already identified, and set A contains more black figures than white figures, while set B contains more white figures. Here in the given figure, it's more white figures, but the lines were even. So it's not matching with both. So the answer is neither. Correct. Go for this.
This would be neither again.
Okay, again, are you happy with that? It's the same one. Okay, there is only one side which
Yes.
is a odd number, but the black figures denominate the even figures. See,
Mm-hmm.
Bharadwaj, from this question itself, I can say that you are quite good. Okay, I don't want you to get strained a lot with the exam being in 24 hours time. I wish you to take the exam very, very confident and a very calm manner. And as I said in my previous classes, smile at the question, relax, especially after late in the evening today. I wish you to close the books, spend some time with the mom and dad, and have a very quiet evening. Okay. But I will
Okay.
go through few questions just to boost your knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Good. What about this one?
Um,
first think very, very simple one. Which is the simplest one you will think?
The bottom left one.
That is the simplest box. In that
Yeah.
mnemonics, what we discussed, which is the simplest one first you will look for.
Side.
Okay, and then something like
Color maybe.
number of shapes, something like that.
Oh,
A
yeah.
very simple one. If you look at a simple
Oh,
one
yeah.
first, that will save you a lot of time. Believe me, all the websites, everything train you to look at the complex ones because complex ones are the difficult ones. Our brain got so used to the complex ones, we'll miss the very, very, very simple ones. So, what is this one?
There's 3 shapes in set A, 2 shapes in set B.
Perfect. So it's the simplest one. So again, arrow is a distractor. Lot of times you will find the arrow is the first main predominant distractor. The second distractor is something like colors, like black and white. Okay,
Okay.
good. Go for this.
All boxes have 4 intersections.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same in set B as well.
Good thinking process. What is the next immediate thing you will look for?
I think maybe the number of sides on the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
It still seems to be around 3 or 4. It's not much of a pattern. I think something in the corner shapes maybe. You can see there's a triangle, at least one triangle in all of them.
Mm-hmm.
In set A. And then at least one square in all of them in set B.
Okay, so for this, Bharadwaj, as you correctly said, whenever there is a central figure with predominant overlapping, intersections or the possible highest chance. Okay, so before getting into the other second chances or third instructions like what is in the corner, etc., first go for a totaling of the intersections. If you see, number of intersections in set A is 4, and similarly in set B also number of intersections is 4. So obviously that's not the answer. Okay, when the intersections were 4 and 4, but in the given picture if the intersection is 6, that itself should highlight you. Correct, that itself, the first step itself should highlight you. Oh, it could be neither because the intersections are 4 and 4 quite uniformly. There is no change at all in anywhere. So that itself will tell you it's neither, and you can go for the answer neither straight away. But if you want to be doubly sure, in case if the time permits for you, there is nothing wrong. Follow my arrow. There's nothing wrong in just counting the side, for example. So here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's odd number of sides on the shape which is intersecting. Again, it's 1, 2, 3. It's odd number of sides. Okay. So you can count and it's odd and it's even. And here it doesn't matter at all. Whatever happens, the intersection is even. So that's neither. Okay.
Okay.
So it's easy to look for a simple thing, and if it's convincingly shows you an answer A, B or neither, better to go for it rather than finding a complex thing and getting the same answer again. Got it? So
Yes.
if you have a simple thing, go for it. Even if it's a mistake, that's fine because you are saving so much of time in that. Go for this.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 in it. I'm going to say set B.
Good, very good. I don't want to even discuss and waste your time because you know that the total number of sides in the intersecting one is even. We can see from the shape itself, it's definitely a even one. The other thing what you can see is predominantly if you see the set B, They're all like square or rectangle or the shape which contains this type of like 8 edges. Okay, so predominantly it's an even shape. You can see the pattern overall without looking at the edges. Here
Yes.
predominantly it's triangle or pentagon or circle. So obviously this will end up mostly into odd number of sides, but we need to be beware that if there is two circle it will add to even. So that is the only clause for it. But this is even sides, this is odd sides, this is even sides, which is very very clear from the overall shape itself. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. Go for this.
It's neither,
Neither. Why is that?
because there's more than 4 intersections.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well done. You're more than good, Bharadwaj. Okay, I hope this session will really improve your confidence. Go for this.
I can see two rectangles. When they're in the same mm, when they're in the same horizontal line, they're the same color. When they're in the same vertical line, they're different colors. And when they're diagonally, they're the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the stars are either diagonally spaced or spaced on the same edge.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Can you make a good guess?
For this one, set B.
Good. That's perfect explanation, and you got it also with the correct reason. Without wasting the time with explanation, go for this one.
Set A.
Okay. Any explanation you can give?
I see that the actually I think it would be neither.
Again, can you explain it so that I can help you?
So first I see the two diagonally spaced rectangles,
Mhm.
and they're both the same color. So that's what draws me to set A.
Okay, so what's
maybe there's also the same pattern in set B as well. So because they're
yeah,
because
so
it's both
it's
patterns, it would be neither.
yeah, it's more of set B because of that corner star and other proportions of the circles also. I think you got it correctly, but when you're revising your brain thinking, sometimes the brain will go to a different option. Sometimes whatever comes to you as the earliest correct thing, that will be the best choice. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
So what pattern for this set?
Yeah, go for this.
Sorry, can you just explain exactly the pattern for that set?
The previous one?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so the main pattern is there is only one star. The set A contains predominantly at least 2 stars. Okay, this one contains predominantly 1 star. It's as simple as this for set B.
Mm.
Okay, because
okay.
that is the lowest possible. Okay, if that corrects it, we don't have to go for the second possibility, third instructions like that.
Okay.
Yeah, go for this. I will tell you the clue. When there is a overlapping, try to count interactions. Intersections forms the predominant key whenever there is an overlapping. Okay.
Okay.
And similarly, whenever there is an arrow, a simple arrow, that may be the commonest distractor. Take it in the last one to find the rule. Whenever there is overlapping, count the interaction points, intersection points. That is the predominant rule maker.
Okay. So in set A, the number of intersections is equal to the number of grey circles. And then in set B, the number of intersections is the number of white circles. So because there's two intersections, it's set A.
Good. Well done. What about the next one? I don't want to waste time in explanation because you are doing correct. Yeah, go for it.
Set A as well.
Very good. Fantastic. So the rule is in set A, the white circles are equivalent to number of intersection points. In set B, black circles are equivalent to number of intersection points. As simple as that. Once you get this correctly, for the next 4 questions, 5 questions, you will be just flying through. For the first time when you come across this pattern, it will take 30 seconds, 40 seconds to find out. But once you find out, for all the subsequent 4 or 5 questions, you will be finishing off in 5 seconds time. Okay, go for this.
Set B.
Fantastic. So it's 4 intersections and 4 shaded circles. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for this.
Well, the arrangement, there's shapes in all 4 corners, and the other one, there's shapes on all 4 edges. There are a greater number of black shapes, and then greater number of white shapes.
Perfect. You got both the instructions correctly.
Yeah, so the first one will be set A. No, yeah, it's set A.
Why do you say set A? I understand that we got 4 corners. I understand we got predominant black, but how that structure is differ from set A?
They're all black. There's no white.
Exactly. And also it got on the right edge, on the middle, there is a shape which should not be there in A. So what could be the answer?
Neither.
Very good, very good. So what is happening here is how to identify neither. Okay, what your mind does is you try to match this as much possible with set A or set B, keeping neither as a very, very distant option. Okay, it should not be so. The set what is given should follow A or B very correctly. There is no space for error. If there's an error, you got the third option of neither. Okay, so the instructions are set A contains predominantly black shapes while set B contains predominantly white shapes. You're done correctly. Set A contains at least 4 shapes in the corners. Set B contains 4 shapes in the edge. The shape which is given is not predominantly black. It is all black. All black itself is bit fitting not with either. That is number 1. Second, the shape given also got a shape in the side which is quite odd, which doesn't fit with A or B. So the answer is neither. Okay. So give good importance to neither. Don't think that neither is something bad. Okay. Neither is equally a good one. Go for it.
Okay. This one's neither as well.
Yeah, again the same rule. We got one extra shape in the center of the side that is not fitting with A or B. That itself will make it neither. Go for this. And for these shapes, Bharadwaj, whenever there is something very odd, very complex, it means there is something very, very, very simple in it. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
when something is very simple in set A and set B, you need to be more careful. This shape, especially if you follow my arrow, this is quite complex to look, isn't it? This is quite complex to look. This is quite complex to look. These things are not usual. So whenever there is something complex, you need to take a step back, and there is something very, very, very simple, very, very, very basic. So try to think in that way. It's almost like a riddle. I will tell you without wasting your time, mainly because of your exam quite closer to. Set A, if you see, again, if you know this, your mind will definitely identify it tomorrow. The largest shape is always in the bottom of the square. Okay, follow my arrow. Largest
Yes.
shape is in the bottom. Okay, even this is larger compared to this one. Set B, the largest shape is in the top. Got it? As
Yeah.
simple as that. Here we got largest shape both bottom and top. This is one shape because it's touching each other. Since it's both bottom and top, the answer is neither. Got it?